This is the other thing I can never remember. This one lifts.
That one is lifted.
Yeah, so I was doing this.
Yeah, but that was weird because it stayed up.
I'm just trying to train the other eyebrow to lift and this one to stay down. So you think it only happens, you notice it?
You just did it. You went, no, like earlier you had done it. Not just then. Not right
I know,
this
but like what I don't, thank you. What I don't understand is I have no control over it. Like I will watch a clip back and it'll be
Just
something.
the whole time.
No, literally. Sometimes it's so insane. I look.
That other one just did it.
Oh. No, we're talking about my fucking eyebrow. Sometimes it's so insane that I watch a video and I'm like, I can't even use that content. Like I look in literal, insane's the wrong word, but I look unwell. And so has the time come for Botox? I don't know. But I get nervous.
I know.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to get Botox and then have to stop getting Botox because I'm pregnant because I still want another kid.
Okay, but I also think like
you can get it right before you get pregnant.
Well, that, but also Botox helps long-term wrinkles.
I kind of think that's false.
Well, it's not because you can't make the move, so you can't make.
No, but I feel like they've like kind of sold us that so that people get Botox young.
Fine, I get that, but like if you think about it logistically, if you're not making forehead wrinkles or wrinkles anywhere, then you're not going to have resting wrinkles.
But you know what? I don't actually care about the wrinkles. I've had them since I was 13 because look at Dad's forehead. Like that's just our genetics. What? It is. Like he just has.
I think it's just like that's what happens.
No, but like we've had them.
Okay.
I have had them, I will say for myself.
Okay.
Like standing forehead wrinkles my entire life. So like I actually don't care about those at all. Mine is just my eyebrow. It was like really driving me insane. Would I care if I wasn't on camera all the time? Probably not because I wouldn't fucking know it existed.
I don't know about that. Well,
I wouldn't know it happens.
Yeah.
But I'll rewatch something that I filmed and I am like full identity crisis and Joe will see it and he's like, I just don't understand.
I
like,
don't,
that's not
I don't
what you
notice
look
it
like.
when we're talking. And I don't know if but it's clearly not you looking at yourself doing it.
No, because I'm not
camera,
even looking
but
here.
Looking at that camera?
I would never look at that. No.
You're kind of doing it right now.
I just felt it as I looked at it. I just felt it as I looked at the camera. Oh.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm just going to say like this the whole interview.
Okay.
No, but you know, the other thing is that what is the other thing that I was just going to say? Oh, well, that kind of get nervous. Like it is kind of, it's literal toxins.
Totally. That's what
That kind of freaks me out.
Tyler's like, it's going to travel to your brain. Like they're like, and then he sends me these videos of it going wrong with people. But like, I've gotten it in my armpits. And I'm like, and then I also told him that I wanted to get it for TMJ.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I've heard it helps. And I'm like, wait, but why can I do it for TMJ, but I can't do it?
Honestly, I think the first thing I would do is the upper bleph.
Yeah, but that's just surgery.
I know. I've got ball sacks on top of my eyes. And like, I wouldn't mind those going away.
That's an easy surgery. Not easy.
No, I don't know. After we got those recovery photos from a friend, I was kind of scared.
Yeah, but
I was
still
scared.
Like,
yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? We're like beautiful. It doesn't matter. Sure. No, but it does. It just, the eyebrow thing does kill me. Okay. Do you have notes for today? I asked you a few times.
I know you did. I came up with just 2 things and I have texted you about both of them, but unfortunately I can't think about anything other than my wedding. Okay.
Would you want to start there?
Sure.
How do you feel?
Good. We're
4 months out.
When does this come out? Next Friday?
This Friday. We're under 4 months.
We are exactly 4 months on Friday.
Wow. I actually need to figure out outfits.
You're telling me, and Bachelorette. Like, there's so much.
Wait, what do you mean I need to figure out Bachelorette? There's something I need to do like in this for immediate month.
I mean, outfits.
Oh.
I'm saying like,
well, we got to figure out if you want
outfits.
Themes and you
but like,
do that
I want people
thing? Like, okay.
No, I'm not. I don't think about like themes, but I mean, we're going to the Dominican Republic. It's going to be beachy. So I want people looking
You want looks.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not forcing.
I will come
to.
prepared with looks.
But like, if you want to give a look, I want people to give looks.
I will be serving.
Yeah.
Because please, I will be filming so many goddamn TikToks.
Jane sent me a full mood board of outfits that she wants
Shut
to
up.
buy. Yes.
Okay, so that's the level of excitement you want from me. I will get there, and you know how I'll get there?
A lot of
Jessica Nash.
That's so true. And
she
should send me things too.
Well, she will. I will tell her. She texted me, my best friend, the other day. I was like, literally, it was so weird. We had this like telepathic moment where I was sitting on the train and I was thinking, because I had to get dressed for an event that morning, and I was also packing for Florida, and I was like, I just don't love dressing for warm weather. Like, it's just not, I don't know, because I can't wear jeans and
not, like,
a
layered.
sweater. Yeah, you're not layered, and I don't feel myself in dresses. I feel too girly.
It's because in the fall and winter, you have a lot of, like what I just said, layers. Whereas, like, in the summer, it's just one piece, and you just have to, like, rely on that if you're going to wear a dress.
It's more so I feel confident and myself in jeans and a t-shirt. And, like, that's...
I like those pants, by the way.
Obsessed with them. They're from Zara.
Really cute.
And the back has a really cool buckle. I don't feel myself in dresses. So anyway, I get off the train and I call her because I had to kill time because I got there like too early for an event and I was walking on the block and she was like, oh, I'm working on a spring outfit mood board for you. And I said, for what? She's like, I don't know. It kind of just like hit me that I was like, oh, Cam would like that. And then I just suddenly, she literally put together a 40-page slideshow. Hence these pants. These pants were on them. The shirt is on back order. Yeah, I sure can.
No,
so
yeah, she needs to.
She'll put together our looks.
But like, so this is the thing. We have Bachelorette, which is 3 nights.
Yes.
And
you need an airport look.
Day.
Whoa, I just had a speech impediment.
Yeah, airport look. Part of me is like, I'm not gonna do this, but like the Juicy Couture bride.
Is there a line?
Yeah.
You need it.
It's a velour tracksuit.
No, you need to show them the white blazer that you wear in all those photos in the group chat from when you were like 6 and you're wearing a fucking weird ass. I'll put it on the video. You're wearing this like doctor's blazer.
Yeah, so then we have that. And then wedding weekend, we have Thursday, Friday.
Right. You got a lot of looks to serve. Sunday. If you're talking about
brunch,
Cindy.
And Cindy's going to be gowned up.
Mom
on that Sunday brunch. No, but I'm like stressing about my look. So that's all I can think about. I've been doing shopping overload and ordering so much and then honeymoon on top of that. But
I feel like you have a lot of your looks already.
I do for like the main events of the wedding.
Okay. Can I just remind you, I wore black skinny jeans and an Eagles t-shirt and Stan Smiths. Like, it doesn't need to.
Do we think that we're ever like remotely the same? Like,
I just meant you don't need to like at the end of the day.
Totally.
Don't let it like stress you out.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I found this that I really okay. Anyway.
Okay, so you're stressed.
Plug for people that are brides.
What?
I follow this girl on Instagram, Little White Looks. She posts stories every day of like bridesmaids dresses, bridal outfits, bachelorette outfits, everything, every single day.
This is literally what I tried to get Jess to do.
Yeah, no, it's really, really helpful. She posts really cute things. She has like highlights of all different prices.
Okay.
So, Little White Looks.
This was the business proposal I put together for Jess. All right,
really
well,
helpful.
That'll be in the show notes. Mom, we're in Florida, and she gets this Allison Olivia, or as she calls it, Allison Olivier package. And she throws on this, like, not gown, but a very nice formal dress. Yeah. And she goes, what do you think of this? I said, oh, it's really pretty. What's it for? And she was like, the wedding. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm so confused because I thought you had all your looks, but whatever. And I was like, yeah, it's great. She's like, I just feel like, running around Cedar Lakes on Sunday. I'm like, what? What is literally happening? What is going on?
I know. She's
such a unique individual.
Worse than me.
She's crazed.
You're doing it because you just looked.
Well, I did look because can I tell you?
No, but you're doing the eyebrow looking.
This haircut, my hair is so goddamn greasy in the front of my face.
You're touching.
I'm going
touching your face.
Buck wild.
Oh.
Like the strands are greasy and thin, and I want my hair long again.
Oh, but I like it so much.
I do too, but my hair
because you're
so
touching
greasy.
it so much and it's touching your face.
I know, but what do I do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is
not?
How? I
don't know.
just like, ugh. I don't know. It's frustrating me. Okay, so wedding. Bachelorette looks. I need to figure out my outfits. I kind of want to order the other dress I sent you. Also, can we talk about the really good idea?
Wait, then also, just planning wise, like, so then we're going to Cedar Lakes this weekend to do our tasting.
Okay.
Which I'm really excited about. That I'm very excited. But I'm getting a crown put in to my tooth on Thursday.
You and Joe and your little tooth situation.
I'm really nervous.
Why? It's fine. It's a crown.
That it's going to hurt.
It's not.
I'm already in pain with my temporary crown. It's been 2 weeks.
Okay, you'll be fine.
I sure hope so. Okay.
I was going to say Lucy had the best idea. Can we say it?
Sure, but like, is it so? It feels conceited.
It's not conceited. Also, didn't you do like ChatGPT or the internet to do this? Okay.
No.
You searched vintage. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't use ChatGPT.
Well, ChatGPT is my best friend.
But to do really bad for the environment. But
okay, well, that's how I came up with your hashtag. Zorn to be wild. Okay, I saw this TikTok that was like, instead of getting custom merch for bachelorettes that no one wants to wear after the fact, which is so true. Like I never.
But if you want to do that, that's fine.
Oh, fine. So fine. But we can also acknowledge that no one actually wants it.
Well, it's like a sleep shirt. Yeah.
I mean, technically, I do sleep in the one that I made for Oaks Women.
Yeah, Kelly's I sleep in all the time.
Okay, but either way, fine.
I just think I get what you're saying, but where you're leading to is like, where on earth are these people going to wear these shirts to?
Okay.
So
sleep
like,
shirts.
you can't really
whatever.
use that.
Anyway, the TikTok said no one wants those things, so instead you should get vintage clothing from the place you're going, which I thought was such a cute idea. I think it was like Kate May that they were doing.
Yeah. Also, if it's like a huge group, much cheaper to do like sourcing vintage shirts.
Oh.
Not what we're going with,
okay.
But
fine.
It is if you're the ones that we found for the Dominican Republic.
Okay. So we looked and we found all these ones for the DR. And I was like, I really like this better than doing like a custom shirt, even though we were going to do like a cool one. So then Lucy, take it away.
Okay. So I can tell you actually how I came up with this. Then I was like, okay, well, that doesn't really have anything to do with me.
Correct.
Like the DR shirts. And I was like, I want it a little bit about me. And I remembered that I have this shirt when I was a kid that was called Lucy's Crab Shack.
I don't remember
just a shirt. It was like
mentioning
a pink shirt. I probably have a picture of me in it. And it said Lucy's Crab Shack. And I was like, oh my God, that would be funny if I just found vintage shirts that said Lucy on them.
Which also is a good idea for any bride that doesn't have the next step available to them like you do.
Just find vintage shirts with your name on it. Like I think that would be so funny if you don't want to do where you're going. And so I searched vintage Lucy shirt, not thinking. And of course, literally every single I Love Lucy shirt came up. And I sent this to Cammie and I was like, wait, this is kind of fucking funny.
No, it's amazing.
And so
we're doing vintage I Love Lucy shirts. Joe just texted me a screenshot of our credit card. I don't know what he's tracking on there. And is like, or these fraud, because it's like Poshmark, Depop, eBay, like Etsy, because I just ordered a bunch of them. Yeah. You better believe I made offers on some. I'm trying to save us money anywhere I can. But I got a lot of them and I'm so excited. I will get them all. I will wash them a few times. I will figure out how they look. We've got backup options. I think it's going to be so funny.
Different ones. Like,
everyone's different.
No one is the same. And then I have one that just says Lucy on it.
Yeah.
So if your name is Lucy and you're
really
having
good
a
idea,
bachelorette and
honestly,
you don't feel like doing like designing a shirt.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Really good idea.
Plus you're not wasting.
Or are you watching on TikTok The Bachelorette right now and like expecting me to do all of that stuff from
Jazz?
From Jazz, yeah. Because I just want to say,
I mean, obviously not.
The bar is really high because the bride is the influencer as well, and there are all these other influencers on the trip.
Yes, and yes, there's so many influencers on the trip. Also, the maid of honor, Hallie, has over 1 million followers. No, I don't expect you to go to that level
of the gifting. I'm working on it.
I mean, that was crazy. Like,
yeah,
good work.
But yes, but I'm very excited. Yeah, all things considered.
I can't wait. And the house, we booked the house.
We booked the house. It's amazing.
So great.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few things because I did come prepared. Lucille,
Okay.
did you watch White Lotus? She's laughing about something we're cutting.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. You didn't?
Did you watch episode 1 and 2 or just 1?
I watched both of them.
Okay, I didn't watch 2.
You didn't like it.
Literally, first of all,
it premiered with 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's dumb. No.
Oh.
100%. That show was so slow.
And also Severance has like so many hundreds, and you don't like that either.
Okay.
So maybe
White Lotus, why would they change the intro song? When you have the most
new every year.
No?
Yes, it is.
No?
Yeah, it is. Each season gets a different song.
What was the first one?
I'll find it right now, but continue telling me about.
No, I think they both had
No. I'm like 99% sure it's
search White Lotus season 1 intro.
I am.
It's the same song, just like faster.
It's not the same.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I guess it but
it's the same song. This is not the same song. I hate this one. I just don't understand why. Okay, stop. They're going to sue me for copyright.
Oh.
Because they're definitely going to listen to my show.
Yeah, totally.
No, but okay. I don't understand why when you have the most popular intro,
fine,
you would veer off the track. Me, Mom, Dad, Joe, Brandon, Perry. Was Marin there?
It was Sunday.
Maybe. Yes. All sat down to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only person awake 30 minutes into it,
really?
Which is actually shocking that I was the one awake.
Yeah.
Shocking. Everyone at one point had dozed off. Mom was within 5 seconds.
Well, obviously. That's
like, I kind of looked around and I was starting to doze off. And then it was clear that everyone else had kind of dozed off. So we were all like collectively, let's pull this ripcord. And so we stopped, I think like 30 minutes in. And then I did watch the end, but I just thought it was so slow.
It's so Tyler
and the brothers was like really weird to me. I hated that.
Yeah, the brother's a freak. He's really weird, and he's weird in the second episode too. It's like something weird is gonna happen with him.
Okay,
for sure.
Interesting.
Not sure where that's going, but like something incestual is gonna go down.
The one girl also looks so much like Lexi from Schitt's Creek. The girl who's like supposed to be famous.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, how do I know her? How do I know her? I scoured the IMDb, couldn't find it anywhere.
That's not her name, but
Lexi?
No.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Same name. Are you kidding? Come on. Did you also do you watch Sex Education?
Yeah, I mean
that girl's in it.
I love her so much. She's
I
so
love
funny.
her.
And did you so many people did not realize who her new friend's husband is. Did you catch?
Yeah, from last
okay,
season.
Good, because I feel like that could have been.
Oh, I said it right away, and Joe did not catch it.
Wow.
And you know what else I caught? A lot of celebrity names watching SNL 50.
I didn't watch it.
What?
Yeah. I know I should.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Marin and I were watching it, and Marin is like our cousin celebrity guru.
She literally knows everyone.
And
so does Carly.
Every time someone would appear, she's like, who is it?
Yeah.
And I really got a lot of them.
Oh.
Some of the clips were not funny, if we're being honest. Some were really funny.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
You definitely should watch it.
Yeah. Me too. But no, sorry, continuing with
I was trying to think of what was really funny, but I really don't remember many. Okay. Kim did a good job.
All right, I need to watch. But no, I liked White Lotus. I think it's good. And I mean, it's just like a weird show. Like weird things are going to happen. Although I have read some like not spoilers because no one knows what's going to happen, but like theories that could be a spoiler that I'm kind of like, I could see that happening, but I wish I didn't know it.
So don't
That's what happens when you watch TikTok.
Okay. And you actually like Severance.
I do, because it like in the beginning, it took me so long to get into it. I thought the finale of season 1. Did you watch that?
I quit after one episode. I was out.
Okay, well,
time is of the essence, and I don't have time to spend on things I don't enjoy.
It took me a while to get in. Now I think it's incredible and like really makes you think. But I'm so confused what the fuck is going on at all times and what they're doing and what's going, like everything. But the season 1 finale twist
was a big one.
Had me aghast.
Who is your innie and outie in your life? Have you thought about this? I've been seeing it on TikTok. Like, oh, so my innie is this.
No, I don't have one. I mean, Danielle, Acquired Style's sister, she had a funny one. She was like, my innie worked at Goldman, and my outie was an influencer.
Oh, well, you're literally sitting here right now. Little doesn't want to be an influencer, but on a podcast.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm just not.
What about you? Are you your innie or your outie at all times?
I don't know. I don't know the show.
Okay.
Well, I don't watch it.
You just asked me.
You watch it.
You watched an episode. You know what an innie and outie is.
All I know is that he had 2 separate lives.
Okay.
So what is it, being mom and work? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, at least I had them. I just started watching Apple Cider Vinegar. Have you been watching it?
No, but I've heard about it.
I'm only like an episode and a half in, but it's the TikTok sound that's like ring-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. Judge Judy. It's like, so he paid you. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. It's that. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. For like everything that's happening right now with like wellness influencers going maha. Like, not that the character, I'm only an episode and a half in.
Yeah.
Not that it gets into like politics, but it's like the snake oil side of
on my face the entire time.
Things like how it's I don't know. It's very interesting to me. I think that's all I have for content wise that I wanted to discuss and unpack. But I had a random thought today. I think it was when I was listening to Giggly Squad and Paige was talking about some restaurant. I honestly don't even remember, but it came to me. Do you have any memories of going to Mars 2112? Do you know what that is when I say that to you?
Mars bar?
No. Oh my God, that is so sad. Not Mars bar in Easton, Pennsylvania. Mars 2112. You don't know what that is?
I don't think so. Am I supposed to? What is it?
Oh my God.
What? Maybe.
We're different generations.
What is it?
It was the coolest freaking restaurant. I just actively said freaking instead of the F word, which is a big deal. Freaking restaurant. And you know why? I'm just going to sidebar. Because some little biatch commented on a TikTok. And was like, is the host really supposed to respond like that? The way I responded to Amanda when she said Rihanna DM'd her.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm like,
by the way, listen to that.
I'm so proud of you for listening to my podcast. Thank you. It's doing really well with listeners. So thanks, everyone.
I can imagine. It's a good one.
She's the best. Yeah. But back to Mars 2112. It was the coolest.
Like I need to Google.
No, wait. Let me tell you first.
Okay.
It was the coolest restaurant in New York City.
Sorry, Tyler just texted me that somebody can't come to the wedding.
Who? He didn't even know you were here.
And you know what? That's something that I need to address because Mr. Calendar Boy, I tell him what I'm doing and it just goes over his head.
Like, I walked into your apartment and he's like, why are you here? First of all, I scared the living shit out of him.
Multiple times that I'm doing this. And I have something else tomorrow too. And I keep telling him. And then every time I have something, he's like, oh, and what are you doing? And we tried to make a shared calendar. It didn't work. There's something wrong, I think, with my iCloud or Apple ID. I don't know. But I need to get like a dry erase board or something.
Well, I said, I'm recording with, I'm waiting for Lucy. And he was like, for what? And I was like, we're going to record. And he was like, what? And I was like, we have a 5:30 recording. And he was like, didn't tell me. And I was like, you know what could help? A calendar.
And then he calls me and I was like, no, I did tell you. And I told him all the times that I told him. And he was like, oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Back to Mars 2112 because I want to land this UFO.
Yeah, land it.
It was the coolest restaurant in New York City. You would walk in and you'd get on this like UFO elevator. Like it was like a spaceship elevator. And you'd go down and then you'd come out and it was like you were in like interterrestrial. Is that the word? Extraterrestrial world. and the waiters were dressed like aliens.
Are we sure that I've been here?
I used to go. That's what I'm saying. We are of
I
different
don't think
ages,
that
clearly.
I ever went.
But this is the most like, do you know what That's So Raven is?
Don't disrespect me like that.
Okay, so you do.
Of course
I
I
was
do.
telling-
I watched that.
Okay, well,
That's
I was talking about that with,
Mars 2112 permanently closed.
well, duh, it's no longer of existence. I wish it was. It was the coolest
Open
place.
back up.
And they had aliens that were servers, and like it was such
No,
a
I've
fucking vibe.
never seen this.
That's where Raven came up this morning when I was. Why did that come up? But I was singing the theme song to my toddler, who I also learned that my oldest is no longer a toddler. I'm supposed to reference him as a preschooler.
I saw that and I was like, how is your youngest a toddler?
How
Like,
is he a toddler?
That doesn't make any sense. And by the way, he is so fucking cute right
No,
now. Like,
it's,
I need
he
to
has
come see him.
popped.
Like,
He
it's
is
insane. Him with his teeth and his smile. It's like,
no. He is a full
who are you?
fucking human. He's speaking.
Look, what is
like,
going on? I need to
when
get
he
my hands
tickles
on him.
himself and he goes
No.
and like moves his hands.
No, I really can't. Like,
anyway,
it's not fair.
supposedly I'm supposed to call him a toddler.
Mhm.
And what I learned from that video
Mhm.
is that my oldest is a preschooler.
Yes.
And that seems weird.
But is he in preschool?
I mean, technically, I guess.
Okay, not to change the subject, but to go back
Change
to
it.
2112.
Yes.
Do you remember, because this is my childhood restaurant, but I forget what it was called. With the pods? I think was it called Pod?
No. Oh my God. Look
In
up
Philly?
Steven Star sushi restaurant in Philly with pods.
Sushi restaurant.
But did you get Steven Star? Because that's important there.
Yeah, I did. Pod.
Okay. Is it still open? We should do a class field trip.
Oh my God, February 12th, after nearly 25 years, Steven Starr is closing his Philly restaurant.
Wait, right now?
February 12th, 2025.
Wait, that's so weird. When is it closing? Should we go?
The last reservations for Pod are February 22nd.
Wait, what are the odds? This is a sim.
Wait,
what are the odds?
The hell?
That's sad.
Oh, I'm really upset. Anyway, that
Okay, well, that
was
place
the
was also
best
electric.
fucking restaurant ever. You'd go in and you get,
A
but like
pod.
they had tables
Yeah.
that were just like out and about, and then you could get a pod and you'd go in and it's basically just like your private pod for your meal, and that's where your table was, and it was encased, and on the wall you could change the lighting of it.
Yes,
and that
we
was-
used to fight about what color the
Yeah.
room would be.
And mom and dad would be like, okay, you get like 3 minutes of blue, then 3 minutes of pink.
And the bathrooms were very specific,
yeah,
like
it was
vibey. Wow, that's so odd.
cool.
But he owns like
And maybe something is up with me being like telepathic.
psychic. Oh, because you knew that Natalie was pregnant.
Mhm. And then I'm like, am I? But I'm not.
What, pregnant?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you get psychic.
I don't think that's a symptom.
Really?
I thought I was pregnant recently.
Like the dreams? I had a dream.
The dreams aren't psychic. though. The
I
dreams
had
are
a
just-
dream that
Yes.
Natalie was pregnant. And then the next day, she announces her pregnancy.
Natalie Benson is who we're
That
talking
was
about. This is the second
crazy.
episode in a row she's going to be popped up on here. She was in Amanda's
Mm.
dream blunt
yeah,
rotation.
yeah.
Okay, who's your dream blunt rotation?
I'd have to think about that.
Think.
Okay. I feel like Seth Rogen has got to be on.
Got to be on everyone's.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Snoop Dogg
I mean,
on there
like,
too.
how many people do I get? Definitely Snoop.
Emma Stone's on mine.
Oh, okay.
I just
that.
love
Miley
her.
Cyrus.
Ooh.
I'd have to think about more,
Mm,
but I don't know.
I can never think of like.
No, and you know what? When somebody asks me a question, my mind goes blank. If there's one thing about me,
There's one thing about me.
I go blank.
My mind.
Like, you ask me something that I know the answer to, and I am like, oh, I can't think of a single thing that I've ever thought about in my entire life.
Well, that's like when people. I'm always shook when people have responses to like, "What's your favorite movie?"
Mm-hmm.
How could you ever know that answer or have one?
Well, Tyler, I mean.
I know, but I think it's that I just don't feel passionately about certain things.
Yeah.
Like, if you asked me my favorite ice cream, I could tell you.
I don't know.
Like, I'm kind of indifferent.
I'll eat everything. So, like, sometimes Tyler would be like, okay, what do you want to watch tonight? And I'm like, whatever. Like,
yeah, but Joe will do that, and then he'll pick something, and I'll be like, this is so bad. I don't want to watch this. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, well.
But I would just always rather be reading.
Yeah.
RBR. Rather be reading.
I need to get back into reading.
Did you ever read Fourth Wing? Did we talk about that?
No.
Okay. You should do that, but I also need you to read Deep End so that we can talk.
Crescent City.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
Don't even try Throne of Glass. I'm sorry for TOG slander.
I need to. I just I think what my problem is with Crescent City is that it feels like it's happening right now. Like, I can't go from like, I just don't, you don't need to be emailing and like,
wait, are they the ones?
Have a phone.
Is there like a little fire thing, girl?
I don't know. I'm not that far. I don't know what that is.
Like a little fire dragon? Does she work for someone who like,
she's like
like arts?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I've been really into my books lately, and
I need to get back into it.
I read one that I became like very attached to in a very surprising way. Speaking of books, did you see Julianne Moore's Freckled book got banned? Hold, please. Let me get the name for you. By our ridiculous administration.
Buffoon.
Julianne Moore wrote a book that everyone was sending me because it's called Freckled Face Strawberry.
Freckled Face Foodie.
Exactly. Freckled Face Cutie. Freckled Foodie Cutie Face. I don't know. They just banned it. Trump administration escalates movement for...
Is it an adult book or
no? It's a kid's book. A tale of a girl who learns to stop hating her freckles.
Fuck off.
Has been targeted for a potential ban at all schools serving U.S. military families.
That doesn't make sense. Why they're like, what's the problem?
What's the matter with the book? I haven't read it. We should all go order it. Not off of Amazon, but I don't know. Go freckles is my response. Okay, I had two things I want to talk to you about food. Have you been able to get eggs recently?
What is up?
It's the bird flu.
Okay, so
I think
I have a few
that
things.
could be fake news.
I do not order. I don't go to the grocery store.
Okay.
Because there's not one near us.
Okay.
I have to travel a mile to go to Whole Foods, a mile to go to Trader Joe's. There's like D'Agostino and Gourmet Garage. So like if I need something, I'll go there. But like
know how I feel about D'Agostino.
I know. Gourmet Garage is absurdly expensive.
It's
like
so insane.
I was comparing things because I had to run to get stuff and I was placing a Whole Foods order, but I needed to get stuff for dinner. And I was comparing like blueberries.
Yeah.
Were like $4. Organic blueberries were like $4 on Whole Foods, Amazon Whole Foods.
Really? That seems cheaper than
like $10.
No, Gourmet Garage is absolutely
anyway,
insane.
So I do Whole Foods delivery.
Okay.
I can't get eggs.
Not an egg in sight.
I can't get ground beef.
Oh.
I can't get... There's other things.
Okay, but...
Chicken was having a major...
bird flu. I'm telling you. I think that's what it is. I went to Whole Foods on Friday.
And here I thought my eggs were going to be cheaper.
I was about to say that. I went on Friday and there was literally... I went to the bigger Whole Foods by me, not even the small one. Not an egg in sight. I went back on Sunday to get eggs. Not an egg in sight. I'll be curious if she was our nanny went today.
See, Gourmet Garage has eggs.
Okay. Yeah, so probably for $25 fucking dollars.
Exactly.
Okay,
but Tyler has eggs every day, so I have to get them.
My other question for you. The seaweed snacks in your apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever eat those on their own? Or are you, because that is, I love seaweed snacks.
File?
No, I ate a pack. I stole a pack.
Oh.
The messiest snack experience I ever had in my life, and I would never recommend walking down the street eating that.
Okay, that's weird that you walked down the street eating that.
I was hungry.
First of all, I'm mad that you stole those because those are probably expensive too.
One pack.
How many did I have left? Probably
I think two.
So now I only have one. Great.
Okay,
Thanks.
sorry.
2, weird thing to walk down the street with, like when we have chomps. Like
I didn't see your chomps.
we have like so many chomps.
Okay, I absolutely would have rather had a chomps because the whole time I was eating it, I was like, this isn't even a snack, it's air.
Yeah, it's like
you should have seen me. I got in the elevator and I went to put one in my mouth and then it was like everywhere. And then I was so nervous the elevator door was going to open before I could shove it all in my mouth. So I was literally like shoveling it in. And then I'm on the street. I'm trying to do it. It's windy. It's half flying on my face. They were olive oil. So my fingers are
they're really greasy after.
In oil. And I'm already nervous about my fucking greasy ass hair. It was a journey.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was...
I'll like eat them on the couch and I'm not, it's not... I like bite it and then Kona loves.
They got everywhere. But what I do like doing with those is if I make a rice bowl with salmon and avocado and like...
It's like Emily Mariko bowl.
Oh, she followed me.
Cool.
So random.
But that is...
I'll use them to, you know.
And then also what I like to do...
Tell me.
Is make like tuna, like canned tuna.
You kind of lost me.
Canned tuna gal.
Okay, I went through a phase.
And then get back to me.
But if Danielle sees this is an ongoing thing. To be fair, Danny was making tuna in college, which like was...
That's like...
Okay, I just find it foul.
Tuna in college? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. We okay, I think it depends. Did you grow up a tuna fish eating household?
Yeah, and we did.
Not
olives?
Canned tuna. Very different.
Totally.
Very different.
Very different.
When I was and it's already prepared, or when you're opening the can and making it.
Yeah.
And so we grew up in an eating tuna fish salad household, but not making tuna fish salad.
Sure.
So in college, Danny would open these little jars of tuna and make her tuna salad. And I thought it was literally vile. Yeah. And I will stand on that for that time of my life. Okay. Was I a little intense? Yes. As Joe can say, I get very heated about my opinions like onions. They're disgusting.
Crazy.
Crazy if you like them.
No, I love them.
I know. Crazy.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Like I will when I make my chicken tzatziki wrap and I put load it up with red raw.
Carly and Sally Lou ordered a salad the other weekend when everyone was over for Super Bowl and it had onions in it. And I swear to God, the entire house smelled like fucking onions.
Oh,
anyway.
So good.
Okay. She would make it. And then when I went through a phase at some point in my 20s where I made tuna fish a few times and she was like, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Okay. So what I do is I get canned tuna, do a little mayo, sriracha, soy sauce, mix that up. You can add anything else. Then you cut up cucumber, cut up avocado, and then you make like a spicy tuna roll with the seaweed snack. So I put like a forkful.
Oh, like you're julienning.
Yeah.
I was not going that. Okay. I was thinking of like a
thin piece of cucumber, thin piece of avocado, tuna, wrap it up, eat it. Really good lunch.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Not going to do it, but that sounds good.
Something else I was going to say. Another thing about tuna. I think I've told you this before.
Kona?
Yeah.
Say it.
So.
It's so wrong.
Maybe like 2-ish years ago, I was on a big canned tuna kick. Which, by the way, Fishwife canned tuna, canned anything. Fishwife. So good. It's a brand.
Okay.
Their canned stuff is so good. And they do it in like a spicy olive oil.
Okay. Oh.
But at this point, I was just using plain canned tuna, no olive oil. I think it was just like in water, which is important to the story of Kona. So I was going to make tuna fish salad and I open it and Kona comes running over and she's like so interested in it. And I was like, okay, I think dogs can have tuna. I'll make sure.
Lucy is one thing about Lucy, so anal about what goes near her dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm really curious about the whole kid thing.
Well, she's really picky too. So I don't even think, but she's not even gonna.
Whatever.
I know what you're saying. Like when kids drop the food, she's not even gonna go near it.
I wasn't talking, that's not what I was saying. I was saying how you're gonna be like, are you gonna be a helicopter parent with your kids?
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
But that's different. Like, what can't they have?
No, but you're like a helicopter parent with Kona in general.
But she also has such a sensitive stomach that, like, if you give her something, she will be shitting for days. Okay. So that's also why. Anyway, I she seems really interested in the tuna. So I put a little piece of tuna in her bowl. She literally goes, sniffs it, and she's fully potty trained at this point. Sniffs it, lifts up her leg, and pees a full pee in her bowl. And I had to make a tuna fish salad sandwich after that.
How did you not just throw it out at that point?
Because I had nothing else to eat, and I was just like, that is so insane. Like, literally, like my dog wouldn't even fucking eat it. Lifts up her leg, full pee on my.
And that kind of says all I have to say about tuna fish salad or tuna.
And that's that on that. Yeah. It was,
also, like, I had mercury poisoning, so I don't touch tuna. I stay far. I stay far from tuna.
Yeah. Well,
do you want to share your funny hoopla from your outing that I wasn't invited to?
Okay. Well, I wasn't really invited either, so then I forced myself on it. So, 2 things. Well, 3 things. I've been noticed twice recently.
Go girl.
One girl on the subway.
Go girl.
Shout out to that girl. She said she was a fan of yours, and she was like, I love your episodes. I was like, thank you so much. She was like, I just saw your ring, and I noticed. I saw you. I was like, oh, you look familiar. And then I saw your ring.
No
and
way.
I was like, that's so funny. Then also a girl lives in my building that listens to you.
I hate that you called it your building, but that's fine.
Well, it's my building.
Okay.
So you
it's
don't live there anymore.
I did. Longer than you do. I was there for 10 years.
Okay. I'm going on 7. Okay. So
call me in 3.
Great. I will. Still my building. Anyway, so she was in the elevator and she said something. And she also got married at Cedar Lakes. So funny.
Love that.
Okay, so then Joe and Carl came to the city to take Tyler out to dinner.
Carl is our brother-in-law.
Yes. And as like a welcome to the family dinner, whatever. So nice of them. So then after, Carl had to DJ an event, and Tyler and Joe decided to go to a bar, meet up with some friends, and they were like, come. So I meet them at the bar. We're at Spring Lounge. And we were with a few other people, or maybe at this point just Connor. And so Tyler goes up to the bar to get more drinks. Connor goes to the bathroom, and it's just me and Joe, and we're sitting in a corner booth next to each other.
Okay, so you're like cuddled up.
No, but yes. Like
you're canoodling.
We're same side booth.
Okay,
basically. Looking, talking at each other. And
as close as 2 could be.
Yes. And we like both have been drinking, so we're just being giggly. And these 3 girls come over and they're like, oh my God, are you Freckled Foodie's husband?
Which also, I will just say, like, sometimes I wish I could be a fly on the wall when this happens. Because, like, it never happens without me.
It was good.
It never happens without me because I get to talk to the people.
Yeah.
And then they kind of just like look at you and like, okay, whatever. But like, talk about someone who is probably so awkward when this happens.
Okay, yes. So just because Joe is Joe, like inherently it was already awkward.
Of course.
They're like, oh my God, you're Freckled Foodie's husband. And he's like, oh, yeah, I am.
And these girls are listening to this, please message me.
And I am like, and then they turn to look at me and they're like, wait.
Honestly, better it was you than some other random person.
Okay, but no, this is why it's weird. And so they look at me and they're like, wait, and you're Freckled Foodie's sister. And I was like, yeah, I am. And then they're just like talking. They were like, oh, she came to speak at our sorority a while ago. Like, we love her. And I was like, oh, that's so funny.
That's
like,
so sweet.
So nice to meet you guys. And then they were just like looking at us. Who knows if like they thought anything of it. But then they walked away. And Joe and I just looked at each other, just giggling. Because Joe was so giggly, then that made me giggly.
Yeah.
And we just looked at each other and we were like, wait. Was that weird? Like, why are
they
just the 2 of us sitting at a bar in the same side booth, just talking, just the 2 of us?
Huddled up at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Must have looked.
Get this man home.
So weird. And we were dying. We thought it was the funniest thing.
I was laying in bed.
In that moment, but it was like the funniest thing that had ever happened.
I get when that happens. And yeah.
Plus, with Joe being like awkward being
Yes.
recognized, he just made the situation so much
So
worse
much more
'cause he was
awkward.
giggling and like being like, haha, like
Well, to be fair, he never knows how to respond to that because he's like, I am.
totally.
Yeah.
But like, what else are you supposed to say?
He's like, someone was like, I love her. He's like, I love her too. That's what he told me he said once. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
nice. I was laying in bed up way too late because of this book, Deep
Okay,
End.
Tyler said something about it. He was like,
About how late I was
yes,
up.
he was like, Cammy's up past her bedtime. Why isn't she here?
I was not invited.
Well,
I was not invited. I want to be very clear on that.
oh, but if you were, would that have changed anything?
Had I gotten an early notice, yeah, I would have maybe come in. I would have got a babysitter. I can still do things.
Okay.
And I was up way too late reading.
You knew that he was going.
I didn't know you were going. I wasn't going to go to
met
hang out
them-
with him,
I met
Tyler,
them
and
out.
Carl.
I met
wasn't
them out
invited.
at 9:30.
Okay.
So
We could have
you-
gone to dinner.
Okay, fine.
Anywho, no, I was actually, the reason I didn't even like try to do
Oh.
that. No, I would have if you had wanted to, but I was trying to give him, like, I do shit all the time.
Sure.
And like he's with the kids. So like
Okay.
I was just go, fine, have fun.
Yeah.
I was up way too late reading. And before I was falling asleep, I was like tracking to see. I was like, oh, are they still there? Is he on his way home yet? And I pull up my map and it's you, Tyler, because I tracked Tyler too, and Joe all in one bar. And then Chloe was 2 blocks
Yeah.
away from you. So I text Chloe a screenshot
Come.
and I said, Joe and Lucy and Tyler are right next to you. And she FaceTimes me with her friend. And I am in my red light with my night guard on and my mouth tape in bed. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? Her friend's like, hi. I was like, I am,
Hey.
what's up? And they were like, we're on our way out. And I was like, on your
On
way,
your way
out? This is
out.
already 2 hours past my bedtime. But she didn't end up going by. So
I
sorry.
know. She should have.
Okay, well,
Which, by the way, I need to email her. I was actually going to text her today.
okay. I was with her. I was working out of her apartment today.
Cool.
That's all I have for us, I think.
That's all she wrote.
It's all she wrote. Next month will be 3 months. Oh my God, wait, that feels really fast.
That's great. I don't like that. Well, I do like it, but like that scares me planning wise.
Wait, sorry to go back. What was Joe asking you guys when he came to meet with you and like talk about the ceremony?
Well, we were talking about the ceremony.
Oh, he wasn't asking about like your relationship?
No.
Oh, I didn't know
No,
if he was
he
doing
was
like
like,
a
"Is there
therapy
any-"
session.
No.
Not therapy, but like, what are your favorite things about each other?
No, he was just like, is there anything that you really want me to add? Is there anything you don't want me to say? Is there any, like, do you want to know what I'm saying beforehand? It was just the first meeting.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to hear it before it happens.
Okay, so that's what we were talking about. And then I was
No,
like,
you don't.
No,
You
no, no.
shouldn't. Yeah.
I said I don't want to, but then I was like,
Someone needs to.
no, there's no way I'm going to internalize a single word that he says up there.
Yeah,
Because
but then
all
you'll
I'm gonna do,
you'll read it after. That's what I do with Emily.
yes, but all I'm going to do is think about what
Your
I have to
vows.
say and the fact that I'm standing up there and everyone's looking at me.
All
and
you have
I
to say is I
talk.
do.
No, I don't. I have to say my vows.
Yeah, but you are doing like simpler vows.
No, I think we're going to write our own.
I know, but aren't you doing
Yeah.
what we did?
Yeah,
It's
But
not that hard.
cut it in half. Yours are long.
Are they?
Yeah, he sent it to us. It's like,
Oh, he found them.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do something with them.
you should.
7 years later. Okay, well, I'm trying to decide if I want to hear it. I don't think I do.
Mhm.
Am I giving a speech?
Yeah,
Maddie and I are doing one together.
we can talk about it, but yeah.
Okay,
you
that's
are the
another
maid of
thing
honor.
that I should think about that.
I mean, Maddie and I gave a speech at your
I
wedding.
know.
And we gave speeches at Maddie's wedding.
I know.
You're not going to return the favor?
I want to give a speech.
Okay,
I
cool.
just need to start it. I've
yeah,
got a
and
long
we also
list of
need to
things.
figure out Dad's speech because it can't be 45 minutes.
That's a you problem because I gave him a 10-minute window.
Well, no, that's actually maid of honor problem.
Well, where were you at my wedding?
I was young,
Oh, okay.
so.
I love you.
All right, love you. Thanks.